The number of bodies exhumed from the Shakahola forest has risen to 39 following the exhumation of 18 bodies from 7 graves today.
The discovery comes as the government broke its silence over the incident, with CS for Interior Prof Kithure Kindiki saying the perpetrators of what he terms as a massacre in Malindi will face the severest punishment under Kenyan laws. And as Brenda Wanga reports, Kindiki has directed the deployment of more officers to secure the mass graves now turned a crime scene.
A frail-looking woman rescued from what was certain death in the depths of Shakahola forest seems determined to finish what she started. She was one of 4 people who today narrowly escaped the fate that has befallen close to 40 people in this part of Malindi County, members of the Good News International Church led by the controversial cleric Paul Mackenzie. She refuses any help offered to her in form of nutritional aid. Those who rescued her say they found her in a house under the watch of 2 other members of the religious organization who are monitoring the progress of her fast.
We just had a lady who was brought in by the police. We tried to administer first aid, but he completely refused. You could see the body is weak, but he refused to open his mouth even as we were trying, to put some water on the lips and, a few sips of water. So we are appealing to the government. The rescue mission requires urgent beefing up.
The search for the bodies in the mass graves in Shakahola forest entered its 3rd day on Sunday, a day that also yielded the highest number of bodies yet. A total of 18 bodies were exhumed from 7 graves, some of the graves holding multiple bodies. The total number of bodies exhumed in 3 days now stands at 36.
Halaiki ya watu wamefariki na haswa hapa ambapo tuko tunaona mpaka kuna makaburi mapya ambaye yamekuwa discovered pia saa hizi.
The officers carrying out the search and exhumation of the bodies exercise say a majority of the dead are children, an indication that the minors bore the brunt of the teachings and practices of the Mackenzie-led cult.
Na wale wamekuwa affected sana ni watoto. So tunaamini ya kwamba watoto wameweza kudanganywa na pia na wazazi wao na wakaweza kufanyiwa dhulma ambaye si ya kawaida. Kwa hivyo tunashurutisha.
There are also fears that the number of the dead could rise in the coming days following the evidence of more graves than the initial 65 that had been identified at the onset of the exercise. The teams will be receiving backup from the Coast Regional Office on the orders of the CS for Interior, Prof Kithure Kindiki. The government, through the Cabinet Secretary, broke its silence on the Malindi religious incident, terming the happenings in Shakahola forest as a massacre that saw the clearest abuse of the constitutionally enshrined human right to freedom of worship. The CS also says that on the face of it, large-scale crimes under Kenyan law as well as international law have been committed there, and says that the perpetrators should be severely punished, while calling for better regulation of religious outfits. The CS is set to visit the area on Tuesday and has also directed that the entire 800-acre forest be sealed off and declared a scene of crime. The search and exhumation exercise will resume on Monday. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.